Another question come through is around commenting in a conversational way. So any suggestions on how you can comment in a way that's more likely to prompt conversations with people?
I think I just relate everything on LinkedIn to if you were face to face with the other person in a real networking situation, then it wouldn't be like you were reading a script. You just go, well, I tried that, it didn't work for me. So what when you said this, did you mean that? Or or I worked on something like this and we found, it was exactly like that. Just say it the way you would actually say it in real life. That is by far the most effective way of getting people to interact with you. When I kind of became less shirt and tie and more jeans and t-shirt in my content, which was kind of 2016, 2017, that's when my content started feeling more like me. And then people started responding to it more. So ask questions, be genuinely interested in other people's points of view and answers, and just imagine that you were actually face to face with them. What would you say in that context? Obviously, if you're friends, you might say something that you wouldn't necessarily want to say in public. You can put that in the DMs if you want. But yeah, keeping it going and asking real questions is probably the best way of doing it. And if you've got also, if you've got more than just an opinion, like if you've actually got some data to back things up, that kind of stuff is great. I mean, LinkedIn is all about, at the moment, it seems that they're all about knowledge share. They've talked about this recently. They want to see people sharing educational material and more knowledge. So if you've done a survey, or if you've got two different data sets and you can kind of meld them together and come up with some new idea, putting that in the comments with sources and stuff is brilliant, because otherwise you might just be spouting an opinion. If you can back it up with some data or some evidence that you really know what you're talking about, then the person who you're talking to, that might be good enough for them. But the person who isn't going to comment publicly but is watching, and they might go, I'm going to hire him. He knows what he's on about. So your comments are being broadcast to the world. And so, you're always it's always an opportunity to impress people, but it's got to still sound human in doing so.